All right, I don't know when I lost you, if you got all of it, some of it, or none of it. However, trying to remember where all these roads go. I th- yeah, I'm on the right road. I'm exactly where I thought it was. God showing me a little more of Tyler and how it links together. But I went the wrong direction. I need to flip around. I don't think I need anything from Walmart. Grocery store, at least for now. So, where your heart is, that's where your treasure will be. Where we got people willing things. We got people possessing others because that's where their heart is. They want other people to commit crime. They want people to fall. And that's where our national treasure is going. Into crime, narcotics use, all sorts of bizarre things in all sorts of ways in interpersonal relations, because everybody wants everyone else to fall. And of course, it's not everyone, but there is a overwhelming number of people. So we're reaping this treasure of corruption. Now, people have money, and they think, hey, I've got a good life, I've got money, it's paying off for me. But again, that's Satan. You're killing people that would cure diseases, that would make you a super person. They could design a lifestyle to make you super. Now, some people, yes, they have great life, and they're maybe on hormonal therapies, and they live very long, healthy lives. But it's still not where it could be. So what is that to God? Because of what you're doing personally and in groups to cause others to fall, God sees even simple employment at times as slavery. Now, not to say the boss is slaving them, but if God had something else for that person, and you curse that person to that employment, and they're stuck there until they're 60 years old working a menial labor job or a counter in a store, retail. That's not what God had for that person. But because it's at that level that God had provided for this person a better life, God sees that employment as slavery. Spiritually, they're in bondage to that life. People say, well, why do people live that kind of life? Well, that's all they're worth, that kind of thing. But it's even worse than that. So these heavenly voices were in Steinmart were speaking a lot of heavy stuff, including when I saw a woman, she seemed out of place. I looked at her and I'm like, she shouldn't be working there for some reason. The heavenly voice said, God considers that slavery. She's not supposed to be there. She's earned her liberation on this planet based upon the rules of this planet. See, God pays by the rules. They don't. They make the rules and then break them. They say you get rewarded for this, and then they renege. There's a lot to pay for. So what they do is they set themselves up in churches and set their churches up to say exactly what they say. And then it's fine, right? Because now you're not going to hell, right? Because you say exactly what the church says. Or should I say the church says exactly what you say. So again, you're playing church and using demonic powers to cast everybody else into hell and earth, into sin and crime on earth. Now, it's not everybody, of course. Many of the people are just asleep and they have no idea what their church is actually doing. So again, we have God's ways, which are higher than ours, and God's perceptions that are higher than ours. So yeah, I have to get a better vehicle. God needs me to move around and do a few things here and heal a few places and hear a few things. I was hoping to get a battery-powered saw, but because my inverter setup depends on me running my car along with my spare startup battery, and I can't be doing that. I can't just let my car run like that anymore while I'm using the saw, because I might use my inverter, my power inverter. So I was hoping to get a battery one. I should have bought one before. When I didn't, I bought another regular. I'll tell you, if Home Depot had their battery-powered saw gate up in the store, I probably would have went and got it. But even though it was an expense I didn't really want to incur, I probably would have got it just to do some work. I picked up some wood at Hobby Lobby, so I have to cut that up. But I'll make do it the way I'm going to do it. So okay, that's real. God's perceptions of what's going on here are what I've been articulating to all of you. Again, remember, no violence, but praise God in all that you do. Praise God.